Okay, 10 rapid fire questions coming up. Pause the video, lock in your answer, then I'll go through it. If you got it incorrect, please leave your name at the bottom in the comments. That way we can all name and shame you for not watching the previous video. Good luck. Explain why a giant ionic lattice has a higher melting point than a simple molecular substance. Because ionic lattices have strong electrostatic forces between oppositely charged ions, whereas simple molecules have weak intermolecular forces. Ionic compounds consist of a giant lattice with strong forces acting in all directions, requiring a large amount of energy to overcome. Simple molecular substances only have weak intermolecular forces between molecules, so much less energy is needed to separate them. Therefore, ionic compounds have higher melting points. A substance does not conduct electricity when solid, but does when molten. Identify the bonding and explain why. Ionic bonding. In the solid state, ions are fixed in a lattice and cannot move, so they cannot carry charge. When molten, the ions are free to move and carry electrical charge, allowing the substance to conduct electricity. Explain why increasing the size of a simple molecule increases its boiling point. Because larger molecules have stronger intermolecular forces. Larger molecules have more electrons, which leads to stronger intermolecular forces between molecules. More energy is required to overcome these forces, so the boiling point increases. Diamond and graphite are both made of carbon. Explain why diamond is very hard but graphite is soft. Diamond has a rigid 3D structure, whereas graphite has layers that can slide over each other. In diamond, each carbon atom forms 4 strong covalent bonds in a giant 3D structure, making it very rigid and hard. In graphite, carbon atoms form 3 bonds, creating layers with weak forces between them, allowing the layers to slide, making it soft. Explain why graphite conducts electricity but diamond does not. Graphite has delocalized electrons, but diamond does not. In graphite, 1 electron per carbon atom is delocalized and free to move, allowing it to carry charge. In diamond, all electrons are used in covalent bonds, so there are no free electrons to conduct electricity. Explain why metals conduct electricity. Because they have delocalized electrons that can move and carry charge. Metals consist of positive ions in a lattice surrounded by a sea of delocalized electrons. These electrons are free to move through the structure and carry electrical charge, allowing metals to conduct electricity. Explain why alloys are harder than pure metals. Because different sized atoms disrupt the layers. In pure metals, atoms are arranged in regular layers that can slide over each other easily. In alloys, different sized atoms distort the layers, preventing them from sliding, making the material harder. Explain why giant covalent structures have very high melting points. Because they contain many strong covalent bonds. Giant covalent structures have a large number of strong covalent bonds throughout the structure. A large amount of energy is required to break these bonds, resulting in very high melting points. A gas is cooled to become a liquid. Explain what happens to the particles and forces. Particles move closer together and intermolecular forces become stronger. As the gas cools, particles lose kinetic energy and move closer together. Intermolecular forces begin to act more strongly, holding the particles in a liquid state where they can still move but are closer together. Explain why nanoparticles may be more reactive than larger particles. Because they have a larger surface area to volume ratio. Nanoparticles have a much larger surface area relative to their volume, meaning more particles are exposed and available for reactions. This increases the rate of reaction compared to larger particles. That's 10 rapid fire questions. If you're scoring 8 or more, you're exam ready. If not, rewatch and tighten the gaps. Next topic coming up. Subscribe if you're serious about improving your grade. Mr. Knows, knowledge beats luck.